Teachers. We all have had teachers in our lives, some formal, some informal. But the role of teachers in our lives is immense. I remember a story from my village where I started my schooling from. It was a small private school, and I've had some really good teachers, but one in particular that I'd like to remember. His name was Tularam Rai. He's still a teacher in that village in a private school. He's from Sikkim originally. I remember an incident that was probably in lower kindergarten when I was studying. He asked me the definition of dinner. Now, that was a tough ask given that I was just studying in LKG, and he made me stand up. And I was one of the bright students in the class. So I just could produce a word called night because I knew that dinner was something people used to eat at night. So I was confused with the only one word, night, and I was repeating it time and again, night, night. And I was thinking I was repeating the same word, night. And then my friends around started bullying me. They started laughing. Obviously, that was innocent bullying. And they were laughing at me because I was not able to answer. And I was probably the brightest one in the class. My teacher, instead of rubbishing me off, he waited. When I was confused with just one word, what he said to me was, "You know it, come on, think." 1 minute passed away, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And I was thinking hard. My friends were laughing at me, but my teacher had full faith in me. And then after 5-6 minutes, I uttered another word, food, night food. And then my teacher said, "Exactly, that's the word. I knew you'd do it." I don't know if that is the perfect definition of dinner, but that was good enough for LKG student. So my teacher was happy and I was happy as well. And what it did to me was it gave me a lot of confidence. My teacher could have rubbished me off just after 1 minute and said, "You're stupid. You don't know it. Forget it. I'll ask somebody else. Or you're no good. You don't study at home." But what he chose to do was he gave me those extra 5 minutes to think. And even if I had not probably given that answer, given the teacher he was, he would have still given me enough respect and love. And that is how I developed my confidence initially. So the role of teacher is not to ridicule any student. It's to add more confidence to that student's mind. And the more the teacher gives him the confidence, he'll be more successful, if not in his academics, in his life. Because confidence is one major factor of a person's success. This is a story of my teacher, because of whom I gained my confidence. And I still remember that incident clearly, vividly. I met that teacher after 22 years last month, and I shared the same story. So this is to all the teachers. Please do not ridicule any student. Give that student more confidence, more hope, more energy. Give him him or her, that self-belief. That is what will define their career. Because confidence, self-confidence is such an important aspect of success.